What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title in this, it is going to be on competing, and what you should know if before you compete, the stuff that goes on with competing, the pros, the cons, the stuff that nobody talks about. And so this is stuff that I've personally went through, and I just really wanted to share because I get lots of questions. And if I could just go back to my former self when I first competed and just gave her all this information, I feel like I would be so much further along mentally and physically. And I think it's this stuff that is not talked about a lot. I know there's tons of information on bikini prep and whatever prep you want to do. Maybe you're interested in figure bodybuilding. I'm going to be going over everything and kind of what is involved with it and steps that you need to take if this is a decision that you're going to make. And the pros and the cons about competing, the myths around competing, the realities around competing. And this is true. This is stuff that I know has been true for me, and this is stuff I have experienced, and I want to share that with you in hopes to inspire you to know what direction to go. And if it is something that you decide to do, then hopefully this information will all be valuable to you. I try to change for you, but you stay the same. Hey everybody, I'm Hannah Dawson. I am here teaching you how to train with a purpose, eat with a purpose, and how to have faith through the process. So you guys, as you could tell, it described what this vlog series is going to be about. So if this is something that you've been really interested in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give that little notification bell a little swipe, because then you'll be notified when I upload new videos. As well as if you have any comments for me, leave them in the comment box below. Give me a thumbs up, as this will help my channel grow, and it will help me be able to do more videos for you. Again, anything that I talk about in these videos there will be links, all the information will be in the show notes for you as well, okay? So, yeah, so I wanted to do a vlog series. I tried to do vlogs in the past on my competition prep, and I was never consistent with it. Basically because it's a lot of work and you're mentally tired. So it's like the last thing you want to do, or you forget to vlog your meals or things like that. But so what I want to bring to you this time, this is going to be my third time competing, you guys. I'm going to be competing at the CBBF in, I think that I'm saying that right, in June 22nd. And then I'm also going to be doing the NPAA July 22nd. So that's a natural show. So I'll be doing them both naturally. And that's also what we're going to talk about in these vlog series is natural versus non-natural. We're going to go over what are the most important steps to take first. We're going to be going over, the show, the category that you're going to do, the date, will all be based on your goal, because all of that is important, and I'll be explaining why and things like that, because those are so important. I'm going to be sharing with you all the stuff I wish I was told from the beginning, or maybe I wish I would have researched first. And I have now. There's not a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff out there as far as people vlogging their, journey through it, and maybe a few tips. But I'm going to get raw, real, and deep with you guys about everything, okay? So other things that we're going to be going over is a coach, no coach. Do you do it yourself, or do you do it with yourself with a little bit of help? Like, what are all of the roads that you can take? Cost, because it can be really expensive. How to make it non-expensive, or if you have the money, then that's awesome. If you don't, then what are some routes that you can take? Training. What do you do for training? What does that look like based on what category that you're going to be doing? It's going to be based on your goals. The training is going to change, what that looks like, what type of training split. You guys, everything, macros, your eating, how your eating is going to be looking based on, your training and why that's really important. I will be going over goal setting first, why that's really important to determine first, because that really is either going to set you up for success or failure. And I don't mean just like on competition day, because the most rewarding thing out of competing is not the day. It is the training up to it. And you don't realize that until you look back after. I think, well, for me anyways. So we're going to be going over macros, how to eat, how much you need to eat, things like that. If you have a coach doing it for you, some tips and things before you pick a coach, some things to look for, because it's like interviewing somebody to give them complete access to help you change your body. And it's really important that the coach that you pick, has kind of similar values to you. And that's another thing. We're going to be going over, your values and beliefs, because those are going to have an impact on the decisions you make, or should on the decisions you make, hence being natural or non-natural, things that can go on with competing, how it can, we're going to be talking about the mindset, image distortion, body dysmorphia, eating disorders. We're getting raw and real, you guys, how your thoughts can change, the mindset that you need to have during it, things like personal development, like healthy self-esteem, affirmation, setting proper goals. I'm going to be sharing like tools and things that have helped me, some apps and some information, some other like coaches and trainers that have really helped me, online stuff, you guys, stuff that is free, free resources that have helped me that I can bring to you. Sorry guys, I have my notes, I'm looking down. We're also going to be going over competition day. What does that look like? Everything from your tan to your hair to your makeup to your suit, inexpensive versus like if you're on a budget versus if you don't really have a budget and you can spend as much as you want. We're going to be going over shoes, posing, you guys. We're going to be talking about posing, and I'm going to be bringing some different people in throughout these vlog series to go over some of that and to hopefully bring you tips and stuff to really bring you value, and to help you along this journey. Again, we're going to be, so for the posing, we're going to be going over, do you get a posing coach? Do you do YouTube videos? Do you, what does that look like? Posing is very, very important, because it really changes your confidence, the way you hold yourself, how your body looks for the judges. We can go over all of that. My first show, I really sucked at posing. It was you're nervous too, and confidence. So that is kind of just the basic foundation of all the topics that I'm going to be talking on. So we'll probably have about a video that will be released every week going over all of these topics. I'll also be going over, this is going to touch back on setting your goals, because I think a lot of the times in competing, it just depends your condition of your body already, but setting enough time to compete, because this will either set you up for success or failure. You've got to give yourself enough time. A transformation takes time, and you don't want to have to resort to things that go against your beliefs or values. And again, we will go over that, or make you compromise your health in a way where dysmorphia kicks in, and then you end up with things like an eating disorder or just image distortion, things like that. We really want to make sure that the decision to compete is right for you, because if you're not mentally prepared for it, it can totally wipe you off your feet when you're done competing, because there's lots of myths around competing and rebounding, and you've probably seen lots of people that compete that look awesome on stage, and then you don't even recognize them. And I think those people were not prepared, for competing. You're either an athlete that gets on stage because you're an athlete and you train like an athlete, or you want to get on stage to look like an athlete and then you rebound. There's two different mindsets to have, and I think it's really important that you know that, because I didn't. And it was always my dream to compete, but my intention wasn't pure. My intention that I thought was right was opposite. And so when it is a negative intention, but when your confidence with yourself is based on external, it will always have a negative effect, if that makes sense. So it'll birth a lot of negative things in your life, like towards competing. Some of the myths and stuff are, you know, my coach ruined my metabolism. You know, my body is wrecked after competing ruins your body, and it really can. It can, if you are not educated and you are not prepared, and it's not something, if it's something you're not doing because you love to train your body and compete. There's a different mindset if you're doing it to look a certain way than if you're getting on stage because you work freaking hard in the gym and you want to show it off. You want to see, you know, be rewarded for that hard work. There's a difference. And so that can either set you up for success or failure. So that is kind of what I'm going to be talking about in this vlog series. If you are interested in this, just give me a thumbs up. Again, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You can share this with somebody that you know that maybe is competing or thinking about competing. And yeah, I look forward to sharing all of this stuff with you guys. All right, you guys, have a good day, and I will see you soon.